OIS Blasters versus the Podar Phantoms. First ball, Raviraj bowling to Vinod, opening the face of the bat, getting it towards the field there at third man. And the first runs on the board for the Blasters and Vinod. Just a few moments before the start, you're seeing Saurabh and Vinod coming out to bat because the Blasters won the toss and chose to bat first. Raviraj with ball. Oh, that slinky action. Saurabh just trying to go for that big heave, missing it completely. And immediately you see Vinod having a word with him. What will do now? Low full toss on the pads. Yes, no, yes, no. Saurabh set for it. Vinod was a bit hesitant at the start, but eventually responding to his partner's call. And Saurabh gets off the mark as well. Next ball again, opening the face. Straight to the fielder at point. Backward point, rather. That'll be a dot. So a single dot, and a single. It's good pattern building. We have not seen a big shot from OIB Blasters. They're taking their time. Raviraj has been bowling really well, bowling it full, right under the bat. And the only time he just pulls his length back a little, Saurabh goes for that slam, gets it off the bottom of the bat. The edge flies towards the fielder at third. So that'll be a that'll be a single. And after the first over, the OIB Blasters 4 for no loss. And that's the first wicket. OIS Blasters have their first batsman walking back to the pavilion, and that's Saurabh. That's a really good catch by the fielder there. It was dipping on him at Rohit strikes. See, even the batsman has a smile on his face. Can't believe exactly what happened. Let's look at it replay again. Off the bottom of the bat, in the air. Just look out for that fielder there at mid-off. Yeah, just inches above the ground. He manages to hold on to that. You can see his reaction. But somehow he manages to hold on to that, and that's the first wicket down. 4 for 1. The OIS Blasters. We need the new batsman welcome with a really good delivery. Rohit, a really tall bowler, has got good height, makes it difficult for the batter. Oh, this one a little wide outside off. Wide by the umpire. So talking about his height, he's a tall bowler, so the ball comes in that much higher. What that does is that gives that extra bounce like that. Just look at where the keeper has collected that, but this one again straying too far wide outside off. So another wide. So what seemed like a really good over, 3 dots and a wicket. Now suddenly 2 wides have come off that. Maybe he's trying to bowl to some strategy. He's not bowling it stump to win it. Wants to keep it out of his arc. This one just confidently pushed. That'll be another dot. And is bowled. Winnie gets his second of the over, and what a way to get a wicket. Winnie shouldered his arms, not knowing where his leg stump was. And that ball crashing onto the leg stump. It's a really interesting replay to watch. $1 million frame. Just look at that. It was only fair that there was no audio, there's no commentary on that, because the picture in itself is speaking so much. Just look at it from the side angle now. He walks in, slight jump, lets that go. The ball just uproots the leg stump, and just look at the jubilation. What an over. 2 wickets coming of that. Just 2 runs. So after 2 overs, the OIB Blasters 6 for 2. Amardeep, the new batsman, who's made his way out to the middle. Ravi Raj to continue with his second. First ball, no feet movement whatsoever. Right under his bat, straight into the keeper's glove. They're trying to move away. Vinod has been caught on the non-striker's end. He's seen 2 wickets fall from the other end. Again, this time, shot of good length rather, and Amardeep trying to move away, not going towards the ball. This time is pitched straight, the ball leaving the right-hander. Amardeep seems to have no clue whatsoever. Just look at that. Just look at where the ball lands and just how it moves away. You see BGT, the keeper, telling him keep it straight. Let the ball hit the stumps. Now Vinod having a word with his partner. He's played 3 deliveries. Looked a bit off. Can't afford to lose another wicket. Do the Blasters. And that's where the wicket is. Exactly what the keeper was telling him, to keep it a little straight. He does that. Full length, landing on middle and leg, straightening and taking the off stump. The replay the bowler would love to watch, to see the stumps flying. Just look at the correction in his line. Goes full. Goes on the leg stump, middle and leg stump line. Ball curves and takes the off stump. The batter cannot believe it. Amardeep has to walk back for a duck. 3rd wicket down for the OIS Blasters. .5 over 7 for 3. Gautam, the new batsman, with finally a run off the bat. On the bats flicked away. But again, that was the last ball of the 3rd over. So OIS Blasters are 8 for 3. But what that has done is, again, Vinod will have to walk back to the other end and watch the action from the non-striker's end. Successful over for Ravi Raj. Just 2 runs and a wicket. 8 for 3. Now the Blasters. And the boundary, the first of this game coming for the OIS Blasters. Gautam has name written over that. Off the edge, past the gap between the slip and the wicket keeper. Both not trying to go for it. Gautam will take those 4 happily. covered the line of the ball and defended it really well. Great Gotham. Both of these need to stay. Both of these need to hold an end. Again, trying to go for that expansive drive, missing it completely. So that'd be another dot 4 and followed by 2 dots. Why do the power play? So just 2 fielders outside. The idea is right. But the wicket is a flat track. There's a lot of grass on it on the surface if you look at towards the center of the pitch. So no, hardly any cracks, but we've seen the bowlers get some swing. That's wrapped on the pads and that's a wicket. And just look at Vinod's reaction. He cannot believe it. 4th wicket down for the OIS Blasters. And another one in the form of an LBW. 3rd one for Rohit. She's got the wickets in all possible way. The first was a catch, second was a bold, third is an LBW. Let's look at that replay again. As you see the batter walking back dejected. But more than him, it would be Vinod, who we have been saying the past 2 overs has been caught at the non-strikers end. Just look at that. Again, a similar delivery to the previous wicket which fell. Ball pitching towards middle and leg, straightening from there. And there, that reaction says a lot. 4 wicket in the hut for the Blasters. The Podar Phantoms are blazing their way through the game. 3.4 overs, 12 for 4. Beautiful shot by Pratik. What a way to get off the mark. Looking confident looking shot that. He knew he just had to get it over the field there at mid-off. Does that really well. Rohit bowling his third over. 2 dots to start. He's been the pick of the bowlers. 3 wickets. Using his height to good effect. Another one, and that's a leading edge. Couple of bounces to the fielder there at third man. Getting an extra run in the form of an overthrow? Yes, they do. That's smart running. They need to get these runs quickly to get in a comfortable position in this game. Every opportunity which arises, they need to capitalize. And that is one way to do that. Score moves on to 26 for 4 now. Vinod 8 of 8 and Pratik 8 of 7. Oh, that's way down the leg side. Seems as the ball just slipped out of his hands. The keeper did well to stop that. So three have come off, 3 deliveries in this over. Just a tad bit under 5. Which they're scoring at. Oh, another one just fending for it outside off. Lucky not to take an edge. See the bowler Rohit taking his time, getting there at the top of his mark. Then running in. That was a low full toss on the pads. He just had to decide where he wanted to play it. Smartly played it in front of square. No one back there on the boundary. Both the fielders outside are on the off. Just look at that. That is easy placement for a player of the quality. These are easy pickings. And important runs. The board as well. Pratik moves into the double digits. And this time he steps down. The keeper misses it. So that's another boundary. Form of a leg by this time. But no matter. Costly over this. He steps down. Just gets just off the thigh pad it fell. The keeper getting a hand to it but not able to stop that. Allows them to get that. And after 3, Rohit ends his spell at 17 with 3 wickets. The total score of Blasters 35-4 after 6. With the power play done, the field will open up. So Jai ensuring he gets his field right. A square leg. Inside, there is a deep mid wicket who's running back to the boundary. There's long on, long off. A backward point, a cover point on the boundary, and a cover inside the circle. Just the field they're playing with. Straight to the fielder at point. Yes, no, but slight hesitation. Fielder couldn't gather that cleanly, allows them to complete that single. Seventh over of the game. Jai comes into bowl. Good bounce, good carry. Just look at how much that has taken off the surface. That we're now trying to go for a big heave over point. Misses it. But this is exciting if you're a bowler when you see the wicket doing so much. There's swing on offer, there's seam on offer, there's bounce if you land it in the right areas. You know you have the opposition under pressure. You have 4 of them already down. Again, using his back, bending his back, bouncing him. He's the batsman to get Vinod. Batting on 8 of 11 deliveries. He's taken his time. He's seen a lot of action from the other end. Now has a stable partner in Prateek. So this time he tries to go for that pull shot. Lucky the ball didn't go onto the stumps. Could have been another comical wicket to fall. Already seen a couple of wickets like that. That's the last thing that the Blasters would have wanted. A very tennis ball like sort of a bounce on the surface. Immediately some message from the keeper has been passed on to the bowler. It'll be interesting to see what he does now. Four dots in a row. This time Vinod cuts it well for a boundary. More than a cut, it was a slice if you see, because there was a fielder there at cover point. No one apart from him. So the idea was to place it as away from that cover point fielder, and for that, just look at him open his wrist at the last moment. Smartly played. Good result from him. It's exactly what I was saying, that he's the batsman, he's the wicket to get. You can't let him run away with the game. Both these batters have moved into double digits. Last ball of the 7th over. Played it with soft hands. Take a single. Keep strike. 5 coming off that after 7. The OAIS Blasters 40 for 4. Then that's a 6. Vinod is not holding himself back. We saw the previous delivery getting an underage. You see, he's already frustrated with the situation his team is in under, but he's not letting that get to his head. Walks back, cuts it over the fielder there. There's a fielder at cover point, mind you, but when you hit it so well, it doesn't matter. We're in. This time it's wide again, goes for that drive. Misses it straight into keeper's glove. He's made his intentions very clear. Moves on to 19 of 17. The Blasters' run rate goes above 6 first time in this game. Again, Room again cuts it. They have a field there at third man in the deep. That'll be just another single. But I think they're bowling through his strengths. They're bowling it wide outside of, keeping it away from his body, and that's exactly what Vinod is enjoying. I think make him work on the leg side, let him play across the line, but bowling it too far wide for him. Easy pickings and he's not going to miss out. Again, short and wide to Pratik. He also cuts it to the right of the cover point fielder for a boundary. So we see some impetus in this OIS Blasters innings. Just look at that, how smartly he placed it. He knew where he wanted to hit it. Pick the gap, pick the area to perfection. There's a fielder there at covers, but too far away from him. And once you get it past, split the gap really well. 11 coming off that over. This time little full, again driven. The fielder there this time will cut it down to keep it to a single. 12 of that over. After 8, the OIB Blasters move on to 52 for 4. In the air, land shot. Very few shots you'll see Vinod is not timed too well. High on the bat. Gets the elevation, but to his luck, falls short of the fielder running in from long off. This time he goes across Pratik, but there is a fielder there at deep mid wicket. Just get a single. The intention is there. You can see them trying to go for that shots. They're not afraid. They have got their eye in, settled, and now just building on. It's a really good partnership which is blooming between Vinod and Pratik. Put Blasters in a really comfortable position from the spot of bother they were a few overs back. 19 of 15, 21 of 19. Vinod again trying to cut, missing it. Jai has been wearing his pace really well. So even though he's bowling that line outside off, it's that pace which is making it difficult for the batter to judge and to play. So if I'm right, all medium pacers is what we have seen. I don't remember seeing a spinner coming into bowl for the Phantoms. And this one through the keeper's glove. That's a wide and a boundary. So bonus 5 for the OIS Blasters. They will happily take it. The bowler runs in. The keeper there gets a glove on it. Cannot hold on to that. And something which the Blasters will happily accept. And this time he opens his face, glides it towards third man for a single. 11 come of that after 9. The OIB Blasters 62 for the loss of 4 wickets. Pratik 19 of 15 and Vinod 22 of 21 now. They're appealing for it. Paresh creates a chance on a very first delivery he bowls, but the umpire there is unmoved. The quality of umpiring has been really good. There have been some tight calls that they have taken and got it spot on. You see the umpires telling it was going outside the leg stump. This time, Vinod in front of the stumps trying to sweep. I think he got some bat on it or a glove on it. That has probably saved him. But he's living dangerously. 2 calls, 2 appeals in the previous 2 deliveries. So the first glimpses of spin we are seeing, and suddenly we are seeing a few oohs and ahs. Pratik gets this in the slot, hits it straight, chance. Again falls short. The long on fielder cannot reach there in time. So 3 deliveries, 3 times it's got the players excited. And finally, they have broken this partnership. Vinod cannot believe his luck. We did say this, 3 chances in 3 deliveries. At this time, Paresh comes in and gets a wicket. Let's have a let's have a look at that replay again. And half the side down at the halfway mark of the innings. Left arm round across. And Vinod trying to fetch from outside off. Gets a faint edge into the keeper's gloves. And there the umpire has his finger raised. A big wicket. The breakthrough that the Phantoms were looking for. And it comes just at stroke of the halfway mark. And with that wicket falling, 64 for 4 and the players will have drinks. A dot for Arun to face again on the back foot, plays it towards the open field on the leg side. And will get off the mark, will Arun. Jayan, the new bowler who comes into bowl. Arun will be on strike. OIB Blasters are looking in a comfortable position, scoring at a rate of 6.5 per over, 10 overs, 65 for 3. 65 for 5, apologies. A really good partnership was blooming between Pratik and Vinod to walk back. We got behind in the previous over. Plants his front foot, pushes it straight back to the bowler, does Arun. Jayan will start off with a dot. Other one just making him come it on the front foot, making him plant his front foot down, asking him to come forward. That's really good bowling by Jayan, bowling it slow through the air as well. Arun gets a chance to free his arms, swats it towards leg side for a boundary. He's not going to miss out. Good, confident looking shot, and just a earn length by the bowler Sayan there, Jayan, and he makes the best possible use of it. On the back foot, cut it well past the field there at point. So 2 in 2 boundaries for Arun Madhu. Score moves into the 70s. String on down the leg side. Faint edge. Scum of his pads rather. Take a single. Plays it with soft hands. Will take a single, and that will be the over. So 9 of that over, 10 rather, with one leg by. After 11, the Blasters are 75 for 5. on the leg side, in the vacant region. Pratik gets a boundary. Really good start to this over there. Paresh string on the leg side, little slower. Pratik knowing the field exactly. He knows no one is back there. And just look at that attempt. He never tried to play it all along the ground. He always wanted to get it over. So he gets that, a couple of bounces, and the ball will just trickle over to the boundary. Really good shot there by Pratik. He moves on to 25 of 18 deliveries. It's looking really good. Now on the back foot, punches it straight to the fielder at cover. Paresh changing his pace a little bit, pulling the length a little shorter. So that's smart bowling. You know exactly what you need to correct. You work on that. He's got one wicket. And that one just doesn't reach, or it dies as it reaches the batter. Surprising, with this entire game, or even the previous one, we've seen healthy bounce for the bowlers. First instance where we have seen the ball like just actually tie and keep low. This time hit straight over the jumping bowler's head, and it was straight as an arrow. So no chance for the long on or a long off fielder to stop that. That was in the slot for Pratik, and he gets a second boundary off this over. So look at this, lobbed in the air, a short semi goes straight back with both the fielders and not even in the frame as the ball passes the boundary. 8 coming off this over. Oh, this one, the one which goes straight with the arm. Managed really well in the end to just play it out. Last ball of the 12th over. Again, right on the money. Beautiful line, beautiful length. But nonetheless, 2 boundaries. So 8 come of that after 12, 83 for 5. Jayan comes into bowl, a missed time from Arun, but again to his luck falls way short of the fielder. See him having a look at the bat. Probably got it a little high on the bat than he would have liked. This change in the field, so an extra fielder on the boundary on the leg side for Pratik. So there's a deep cover, long on, long off, deep mid wicket, and a fielder there back of square. And that's good ball. Making him wait for that delivery, but it's that line when you bowl stump to stump, the batter always will be in the spot of confusion whether to go across the line because he knows his wicket is on the line. This time push through quickly, plays it towards deep mid wicket for a single. Pratik touches the 30s now, 30 of 25. A really good calculated innings played by him. came in at a time when his team was languishing at 12 for 4. From there on, build a partnership with Vinod and then now with Arun. Oh, down the leg side, that ball pitching outside of leg and turns from there. The fielder from square leg is giving it a chase. The ball will stop before reaching the boundary, but how many do they run? It seems like they have only taken a couple. But nonetheless, that'll be a wide as well. So wide plus 2. 3 bonus for the Blasters. Again on the pads. Tucked away for a single. Oh, lucky. Lucky he got some bat on it. He had stepped down. Had he missed that, that was an easy take for the wicket keeper. But fortune favors the brave, as they say. He'll get some part of his body, some part of his bat, a glove. Eventually saves him and he'll also get a single. Arun now flicks it in front of square towards deep mid wicket for another single. So the runs are coming. They are getting at least 5, 6, 7 per over. 8 coming of that after 7. The Blasters 91 for 5. Pratik gets in the slot. Doesn't time it too well. There was a fielder there at deep mid wicket. Couple of bounces into his hands. Just get another single. 5 in this over. Good over there by Abhishek. You see the towels have come out, so probably it's the dew which will make it difficult for the spinners to grip the ball. Another one dragged down. Arun plays it towards a long on for another single. So 6 coming of that. After 14, the Blasters are 97 for the loss of 5 wickets. Pratik, the mainstay for the Blasters, 32 of 27. Arun stitching a really good partnership, 16 of 15. Before that, it was Vinod who was there as the mainstay for the Blasters. Currently striking at a rate of just that bit under 7. So it'll be interesting to see how they approach these last 6 overs. Are we going to see someone being an aggressor? So a deep point, a long on, long off, deep mid wicket and a cow corner. 5 fielders outside are all straight in front of square. And Paresh, like he's done always, bowls it slower through the air. Just look at what Arun had to do. Just look at how much far down he had to stretch. And you can see him eyeing that deep mid wicket region. And this time slower, opened up chance. The throw was a little wide. Pratik wanted that run. Arun in no mood whatsoever. Had that been gathered a little better and in a good position, a good quick throw could have made things a little tight. Would have been a big wicket, that of Pratik. Arun steps down, hits it all straight back over the bowler's head, but straight into the fielder's hands. That fielder there at long on was very straight, just 2 steps to the right of the umpire, exactly for that shot. Paresh bowls it pretty well and Arun manages to hit it perfectly into that fielder's hands. Just look at that. Steps down the track, outside leg, then has to fetch for it. Does not get enough bat on it. An easy catch for the fielder there. The 6th wicket for the OIS Blasters. Paresh gets his 2nd. Arun walks back dejected after getting a start. After 14.3, 97 for 6 wickets now. Anshul, the new batter, who's made his walk to the center, left-hander on the back foot. Yes, though. Oh, and directed could have been tight. A big dive. Hope he's okay. Good effort by Anshul. His very first delivery. Let's look at that again. Pole stump to stump on the back foot, tucks it away on the leg. Paresh goes for the run. He set himself. Paresh takes his time, throws it. Oh, and it just missed him as well. And then that fall. Good intent, good effort, good dedication shown towards the team, towards the sport, towards your own wicket. And he's ready to go. That's a really good thing to see. Good cricket all round. This time Pratik waits for it, cuts it in front of square. Last ball of the 15th. Anshul goes for a big heave but drives it all along the ground. A good effort there by that fielder. Seemed as if he had overrun it, but that allows them to take that couple. 4 runs and a wicket. A really good over there by Paresh. 3 overs, 15 for 2 is his spell. After 15, 100 comes up for the OIS Blasters. 101 for 6 now. Abhishek bowling his second. Bowled well, played well by Anshul. He adjusted at the last moment to just tap it. Smartly done. Take a single. Overcorrecting his line. That is what happens when you have a left hand and a right hand fielder, batsman. And the right hander confuses the fielders as the bowler. time full. Pratik hits it straight down the ground. There is a fielder there at long on. That will be just a single. This time he makes room, tries to go across. Did he get some inside edge on it? But good quick call for a single. Eventually take that run, but good thinking by Abhishek as well. Push through a lot quicker. This time steps down, makes it into a low full toss. Does Pratik towards deep mid wicket. This time only one. Anshul was quite early in giving the call for not to take the second run. 6 have come up this over. All singles and a wide. Last ball to go. What's interesting to see is that after every delivery, they are wiping the ball. So that just tells you how much dew is there on the surface. It's not going to make it easy for the spinners to grip the ball. Steps down and places it straight to the fielder at long off for another single. So 7 coming of that after 16, 108 for 6. Viren comes in to bowl his second over. 12 considered of his first. He's bowling his 17th of the game. Anshul 6 of 5. He's already standing a couple of steps down the track. Oh, covers the line and cuts it really well. Gets it to the boundary. What a good shot by Anshul. Brilliantly played. He was standing on leg, middle and leg. As soon as the ball was dead, his back foot went outside off so that he covers the line. And then just rolled his wrists over. Smartly played. This time bowled slow through the air. Anshul giving his everything to that. Missed that. Let's look at a replay. Just look at that bat swing of Anshul. Good slower delivery. Just look at that. Had that connected, the ball was out of the ground for sure. Again, this time a little quicker. He missed his shot. Yes, 1-2. Yes, no. The keeper is called for it. And another diving attempt. The striker, Pratik, had almost covered half of the surface, half of the pitch, and then again had to run back. Viren there bowling that at his normal pace. So Anshul was hurried onto it. Ball went straight to long off rather for the left-hander. Ran one. Pratik came halfway down the pitch for the second, but Anshul was very clear he's not going for it. Had to put in the dive to save him in the end. Low full toss flicked by Pratik, past the fielder at square leg. No one back there, and a boundary. He moves on to 40 with that 4. Viren missing his line in length. The Blasters now slowly getting into their zone. Just look at that low full toss, flicks it all along the ground, and on this turf there's no stopping that. The tube coming in will help. The ball racing on the surface as well. This is full, hit hard straight down the ground to the fielder at long on. He'll get another single. Last ball of the 17th. Slower. Anshul waits for it, slaps it. But they have a fielder there. A slight misfield allows them to complete the second with ease. That's good call. That's good running. Good intent shown by both these batters. Especially Pratik, who's been there for 35 deliveries. It's not easy. It does tire you out, but so running at the danger end. And supported his partner. After 17, the Blasters are now 120 for the loss of 6. Abhishek starts off with a dot. Pratik 41 of 34. Last 17 deliveries of the game. You know that they are going to give it their all. Time preserving your wickets and holding the end up is gone. It's now Yes, they are going to win that zone. You immediately see shimmy down the track, goes for it, inside edge towards the leg side for a single. Anshul has looked really aggressive. He's shown that intent to go for that big shots. Even though we haven't seen any shot which has been like creamed or timed to perfection, but you see he's not far off from there. He wants to use those big muscles to power the ball. Going at a rate just under 7 now. Steps down, gets one in the slot, goes straight back for a boundary. This is exactly what we are talking about. He's just waiting to unleash. This is one of those, still I won't say the best of to his abilities, but just look at that. Ball was pulled well, trying to get into his body, cramping him for room, but he did well to clear the front leg and hit it straight. So now the long on comes in a little straighter. Abhishek to Anshul. That was in the slot. You would say that Anshul missed out on that. So look at that. That was half volley full. You could immediately see his reaction. And oh, and he's gone. Oh, smart bowling and smart wicket keeping. It feels as he's gone a wicket as a stumping. But what a good ball by Abhishek then, bowling it far wide, getting him on the front foot. And the wicket keeper there, a single hand grab and takes his bails off. Big wicket. 7th wicket down for the OIS Blasters. And Anshul trying to be the aggressor. Walks back. Let's look at the replay of that wicket. All that happened so very quickly. Steps down the track, misses it, and the keeper there did a very good job. From the side view, good grab, and takes the pails off in the nick of time. The umpire there being spot on with his decision. So 7 down for the Blasters, 125 for 7 now. Rishi, first ball, pulls it on the leg side. Six coming off that over and a wicket after 18. 126 for 7 now are the OIB Blasters. Paresh comes in to bowl his final and the 19th over of the game. 15 for 2 in his 3. Ensuring he has his fielders at the right place, especially that long on, long off. He wants them straight. Swung onto the body, pulled away. The fielder in the deep will stop that, but does not collect it cleanly, allows them to take that couple. They waited for to go for that second run till the time the fielder there had not gathered the ball, and only once you saw that it had slipped out of his hands and they decided to go for the second. Scoring at 7 per over. This rate will get to 140. Definitely I'd like to cross the 150 run mark. And bowled well by Paresh on the pads. Jfsc following him. Smart bowling. He's bowled really well apart from that one over where he got hit for a run. Big shot. Otherwise it's been really good. This time straight down the ground. Oh, but a misfield there by that fielder. Not the best of the attempts by that fielder there at long on. That will be a lot of confidence to Rishi. Nothing wrong with that delivery. Bowl it slower through the air. Rishi, couple of steps down, gives it everything that he has. But just look at that, right through him. Expect a better effort by the fielder to back up the bowlers. And this time he walks in, gets the faintest of the edge. And there's no one back there to stop that. That will mean he'll get another boundary. There's not a lot you can do about that as a bowler. You bowled a brilliant line, you bowled good lines. It's when you walk in and you see he walks in and it's just that edge. And this time the bowler missed. They take one, and by the time the long off fielder could cut it out, they run two. That's smart running. That's good aggressive running. 12 off this over. Still one more ball to go. Rishi and Pratik. Coordinated effort by both of them. They're not missing out on a single opportunity to score a run. Last ball of the 19th. That was in the slot. Hit back straight and hit for a boundary. What an over this has been. 16 runs coming off this. Rishi 17 of 7. And after 19, score moves to 142. Just look at that. That is in the slot. And he powers it straight down the ground. Brilliant shot. $142 for 7 now. Abhishek comes in to bowl his last and final over of the innings. 3 overs, 19 for 1. Pratik goes straight back and splits the gap to perfection. That is a really good shot. I'll tell you why. Because you see, he hit it straight, but what he ensured is he hits it to the right or to the left of the long off fielder, which was brought in straight. Exactly. for the few shots where the runs have come off, which is dead straight. This time in the air. They take a one. They set off for a couple. And that will be an overthrow in the boundary. So 6 runs coming off that. And Pratik will get to a 50. A well-deserved, a well-worked half century. They can now breathe easy. That 160 target, or that 150 target now looks a lot more achievable with an eyes towards 160. Good over 10 of the first 2. Next ball hit straight back. Just past the bowler's arm. A good effort there by the fielder at long on to hold on to that. This time they'll just get a single. The throw is a little wide, but no, they are not looking to get an extra run. So another couple. 12. 154 now. So 160 now is on the card. Still 3 more deliveries to go. Shake to Pratik. 54 of 38. Steps down. Flat bats it. Oh, and it was straight into the hands of the fielder at mid-wicket, who couldn't hold on to it. But that's just a single. More importantly, stop that from going over the ropes. That is what I think the Phantoms will be happy about. But the last few overs have been really good for the OIS Blasters. 1.12 for 4 in the first 4 overs, and from there, if you had told them you get towards 160, they would have happily taken it any time. Given something for their bowlers. Rishi stepping down, giving it his all off the inside half, and they're again running for the second. Completed with ease. So for them, currently single is not an option. For everything, they are just running twos. This is the last ball of the innings. Last ball. 13 have come of this over. Walks in, Rishi slaps it towards mid-wicket. No fielder in the frame there. The only fielder on the leg side was a deep mid-wicket. He walked in, uses his wrist to get it a little finer. He does that and you can see him celebrating. 23 of 9. Striking at above 250. And then Pratik. 55 of 39 deliveries. What a knock this has been. And the OIB Blasters at the end of their 20 overs managed to cross the 160 hurdle. 161 for 7 now. And the target for the Poddar Phantoms in their 20 will be 162 for chase. Hello and welcome back to the chase. A lot has happened before we could get back on our seat. 2 wickets have gone down for 0 runs on the board. Jai in his first over. Oh, and that one is just past the outside edge. What an over, what a start. Oh, just look at that. Beautiful bowling. And just look at his follow through. He almost finishes at the batting crease. After first over, no runs on the board, so double wicket maiden. So let's look at both of the wickets to fall while the batters take guard for the second over. The first one, short and wide, cut away off the bottom of the bat, straight into the fielder at point. A good catch there. It's never easy when it's coming to you flat to judge the pace, judge the line length. And then the second one, again wide outside off the bottom of the bat. And oh my god, they are delighted. Why they shouldn't be. Just look at them jumping around. Big wickets. The Phantoms are none for two. Amanpreet comes into bowl. This ball hit straight back past him for a boundary. First runs on the board off the bat of Rohit. He did that with the ball in his hand for his side. Now with the bat, starts off really well. First ball, way outside off, pulls it, flats it straight past the bowler for a boundary. And that prompts the change in the field. Now even the long on drops back. So the two fielders outside the 30 yard are a long on and a long off. Four for two. The PDP, that is the Poddar Phantoms. 158 runs more required. Oh, and this time he's missed. As soon as the keeper came up to the stump, suddenly you felt as if the batter is caught on the crease. Jfsc, just planting his front foot and then pushing for the delivery. Had that keeper been behind, would have gone for that big shot, but it's that change. This time waits for it. A smart tap towards point and a quick single taken. So that brings Chayan on strike. He's in the second over. I've expected to be in quite later in the game. Just need under 8.5 per over to take care of their wickets. Again on the back foot, opening the face. Good fielding effort there, not allowing them to cross over for a single. Oh, and Giant trying to go for that big classical punch over the bowler's head, missing it completely. Straight into the keeper's glove. This time rock back, cut away, gets it past the infield, and that will be a boundary. So Chayan gets off the mark with that. There was a little bit of room there, but he played it really well. He had to place it between the gap which he did to perfection. Let's look at that again. He waits for it and then just places it. Had he tried to hit that with power, maybe he would have missed placing it so well. But 9 coming of that. After 2, 9 for 2 are the Podar Phantoms. Plays it on the outfield and take a single. So first runs coming off the bowling of Jay. Pulled a double wicket maiden. Very first over of the game. Wrecked the batting order of the Podar Phantoms. Oh, that one. 2 full Yorker length. Somehow manages to keep that out, does Jayan, and will take a single. This time again pushing for it. Soft hands towards point for a quick single. Score moves on to 12. They need to keep an eye on the required run rate as well. They need another 150 at 8.57 per over. Can't let that slip out. But obviously at this point they need to stitch a partnership. They need 2 batters who will hold the end up. And we saw that's exactly what happened in the first innings as well. And runs like these will come. Beautiful shot by Jayan. The fielder at point was interested for a moment. Let's look at the replay to get a better understanding of what exactly happened. Okay, oh, that has gone through his hands. He had just thrown his bat at it. With no control whatsoever. But to his luck, this time he gets it short. Beautifully punched on the up, on the offside, past cover for a boundary. So 2 balls, 2 boundaries for Jayan. This will definitely get him going. Jay just missing his length. You see that was short. He had the room to free his arms. And he goes for it. It's the power play. So he has 6 overs to make the best possible use of the field restrictions. We're already in the 3rd over of it. 11 have come already of the Jay over. Last ball to go. On the pads, flicks it in the air. And that has gone a long way. What a way to end the over. 17 runs coming off that. And suddenly, you feel as if the Podar Phantoms have come back into this game. Missing his line, bowling on the pads. And Sayan just flicks it in front of there towards mid-wicket for a single. So after 3 overs, the Podar Phantoms 26 for 2. Anshul comes into ball. First ball wide down the leg side. The keeper misses that, and so does the fielder at fine leg. So 5 bonus runs. The Phantoms will definitely accept that with open arms. No questions asked whatsoever. They have got 2 wickets early. Have the OIS blasters. They need to keep things tight. Off the bottom of the bat. Just manages to somehow get it on the leg side in the infield, and they'll take a single. But saying that the Phantoms are down by 2. The OIS blasters have started off well, but they need to continue that. They cannot afford to give these 5 wides and extras away. So required rate is just 7.7 now. Okay, tucked off his hips. That was hit straight into the fielder's hands, but they set out for the run and completed with ease. What a shot by Rohit. Huge 6. Anshul comes into ball. Fetches it from outside off. Hits it straight back. The huge 6. Another single and another wide. So it's proving to be a costly over. Just 3 ball into this. Over 15 runs already. And suddenly the Podar Phantoms are now striking at above 11.5 per over. The score moves on to 41 for 2. Sixteen of the over. Still 3 more balls to go. Oh, that's a good ball. Pitching outside off. Cutting back into the right hander. Good ball. and flicks it towards mid wicket. No one out there, so that will get to the boundary as well. 23 runs have come off that over. What felt like forever. 10 deliveries have come off that. 10 deliveries in that over. I wanted to go somewhere else. From the inside, have the bat turning in his hands, but does not matter as far as you get 4 of them. This over has definitely put them in a very comfortable position. Whatever base was shaken by those 2 wickets, they sort of have found that. Because after 4, the Phantoms are 49 for 2, currently striking at 12.25 per over. They just need another 115 at just over 7 per over. Arun also starts off with a wide. Another one straight down the leg side. That'll be another wide. Don't know what's the reason. Maybe is it the dew that is not allowing them to grip the ball correctly, or is it something else? But we've seen a lot of extras, a lot of wides, and not marginal, huge ones. On the leg side, straight. Rohit trying to play across, hit on the pad, and the umpire raises his finger. So 3rd wicket down for the Poddar Phantoms. Arun strikes on his very first legal delivery as Rohit tries to work across. Wrapped on the pads. See there, he's still thinking about it. What went wrong? Nonetheless, the wicket has fallen. Just look at that again. Covers the line of the ball, walks inside the line of the stumps and plays it right across. The umpire had no hesitation raising his finger. So Rohit has to walk back. Looked a promising start. But the 3rd wicket down for the Poddar Phantoms, 51 for 3. Tenzing, first ball, leading edge. Lucky that falls short of the fielder there at point. Arun did start off with the 2 wides, but the 2 follow-up deliveries have been really good. One get sip a wicket, the other does create a chance. This time driven down well by Tenzing. He'll get off the mark with that. And that's a wicket. Jayan cannot believe his luck. 52 for 4 now. 2 wickets in this over for Arun. Trying to go the aggressive route. Misses it and the ball crashes onto the stump. So if you're going to get 2 wickets in an over, I would happily take those 2 wides at the start. But suddenly this game has again turned on its head with 2 wickets in this over. At one point before this, when 23 runs came off that Anshul's over, you felt as if the Phantoms have made their way back. But then both the batters who scored those runs, Rohit and his partner Sayan, now have to walk back. So 3 for 2 are Arun's figures. Still 2 more balls to go in this delivery. 4 wickets down. Mind you, the Blasters were also in a similar situation. They were 12 for 4 at one point. They are still 52 for 4. But from then on, the rebuilding started and they reached a comfortable 160 plus. So you can say that the game is not done yet. A low full toss, it was driven. Just falls short of the fielder there at cover. Ravi Raj. Could have placed it to either side of that fielder. Could have possibly got a boundary. But to his luck, you might say that at least he didn't hit a little too better. Otherwise, it would have gone straight into the hands of the fielder at cover. A long on and a sweeper. 2 fielders, a long off and a sweeper rather. This time he slices it, gets it past the fielder at covers for a boundary. This is exactly what we are talking about. That is where Ravi Raj should look at. No one out there on the off. If you get it past, you will get a run. And he exactly does that. But nonetheless, a good over for the Blasters as well. 2 wickets and 7 coming of it if you're a Podar Phantom fan. After 5, score moves on to 56 for the loss of 4 wickets. Vinod comes into bowl. Good start. Line of uncertainty outside of Tenzing. Lets that go. The Phantoms are now in the rebuilding phase. They know it's not impossible. They have seen their competitors do that in the same very game. And that's one way to do that. It's complete control of the bottom hand. lofts it over the mid-on fielder. Couple of bounces into the boundary ropes. Beautiful shot. This time on the legs. Easy pickings. Winod is disappointed. But another boundary for Tenzing. 2 in 2. So again, a good start to the over. It was a little shorter, but the length was probably good, but the line wasn't. So he gets it on the leg side. He just swivels and gets it past the fielder there at deep mid wicket, who's inside the circle, and then there's directly a fine leg on the boundary. So a huge gap. And he just has to place the ball there. This time outside off, short and wide. Misses it. To wait for the umpire's signal to see if it's been given as a wide, but as per the umpire, it was inside the tram line. 8 have come off this over already. They have covered the required rate for this over. This time full, driven straight down the ground towards long on for a single. And that'll be a dot to end. So 9 coming off that Winod's over after 665 for 4. So good power play for the Podar Phantoms, scoring at a rate of 10.8 per over. They just need 97 more. The required rate just under 7. So they have that factor under control. It's just the wicket column which will worry them. Behind square, they just run a single. Should have gone for 2 at least. Jogging for a single. Brings Ravi Raj back on strike. Arun this time straying down the leg, a wide and 4 bonus runs along with that. So another 5 wides. A lot of extras in this game. If there's one thing which has kept the Phantoms in this game, has been these extras. There's a Second or third 5 wide, if I'm not wrong. Gets the room, square cut towards the fielder in the deep. Just another single there for the Podar Phantoms. Need not worry, they have got 7 of the 2 deliveries. So they're right on track as far as the required rate is concerned. All thanks to that 5 wides. Another one straight down the leg. Another wide. And every time the ball hits the surface outside the pitch, the dew is going, there is moisture which is going to latch onto the ball. The dew is making things difficult for the bowlers to grip. We did speak about this towards the end of first innings when we saw the towels comes out. Again, short, wide, cut towards point, easy single. That was full, trying to go for that big heave. The bat turning in his hands to the fielder at square leg. This time hit straight. One bounce to the fielder at long off for another single. So 10 have come off this over. Still one more ball to go. Add another single to end the over. 11 of that. After 7, 76 for 4 are the Podar Phantoms. Vinod coming into bowl his second dead bat by Raviraj. Another push by Tenzing straight back to the bowler. Been quite over, just two singles and three dots. Last ball to go. The run rate has dropped under 10, while the required rate is just hovering around 7. Another one just pushed back to the fielder at cover, a dot to end. So good over this. It's just two coming of it. After 8, the Poddar Phantom 78 for the loss of 4 wickets. Gautam comes into bowl, 2 dots to start. 1 dot and a wide. Make that 2 wides. Probably the highest scorer for the Phantoms has been the extras. None of the batters have seemed to get going, but the extras have kept them in the game. Raviraj again just pushes it back straight to the bowler. Till when are we going to see them continue at this pace? This time another wide. Is it? No, not given. This time Raviraj gets in the slot. And that's a huge six out of the crowd. After a long time, we are seeing those runs come out of the bat. Raviraj waiting for the loose delivery. That one was in the slot. Clears the front leg. Sends the ball out of the park. Beautiful shot. And good camaraderie there on the field. Immediately you see the wicket keeper and the fielder from third man rushing into the batsman. Some fun banter there. But that six has got the required runs under 80 now. On the leg side does well. Kautab stretches his right leg out. Manages to stop that. So 8 have come off that over. Still one more ball to go. I think that 1-6 takes out a lot of pressure. And those 2 wides definitely help the cause. This one a leading edge. No one there. Just one fielder inside the 30 yard on the leg side. And that's a square leg. So a lot of vacant areas. But 9 of that over after 9, 87 for 4. A couple to start the 10th. Beautifully driven. But straight to the fielder at cover. So that'd be a dot ball. Another dot. So 3 dots, 2 dots after that initial couple of runs. Required rate is still under 7. Scoring just at 9.37 per over. So they have the number of runs unchecked, all thanks to the extras. Oh, he's trying to tap it past the keeper, misses it into the keeper's glove. Again, just a gentle push towards covers, but cannot cross over for a single. 4 dots on the trot. The required rate goes over 7 with that. Till what point are we going to see this tapping game by the batters? When are we seeing the big shots? Last ball again. Soft hands, and this time they take the single. A misfield, wanting the Tenzing wants the second. Send back a wild throw allows them to take that extra run. The ball rushing towards the boundary. He will stop that, and they'll get another run. So 3 runs, what ideally should have been at least a single or only a single, if not a dot, gives them 3. So 5 coming off that. At the halfway mark, the Poddar Phantoms are 92 for 2. They required exactly 70 runs from the last 10 with 6 wickets in hand. The second half of the game begins. Shivanan comes into bowl. First ball played down the ground for a single. It's Tenzing on strike, 14 of 40, then Raviraj 20 of 21. A really good partnership flourishing between these both. Just over 7 is what they require per over. So probably for both of these, the plan will be to continue for the next 4-5 overs without losing a wicket. build as much as they can, and as the game gets into the death overs, you attack. And when you get shots like these, whatever be the required rate, you are always going to be in the game. Tenzing gives this the full Monty. Shivanand floats one shot. And just look at that. It was not really short. And he just slapped it. It went flat and it went long. That's how good the timing was. Beautifully driven by Tenzing to the fielder in the deep for a single. So again, 8 runs in the first 3 balls already. Have covered the required number of runs in the over. Now it's about sustaining and controlling this over. That is something which both of these have managed really well. Hardly seen any risky running, hardly seen any flashy shots. But it's brilliance like this and the luck, like the misfield there, has helped their cause. 100 comes up for the Podar Phantoms with that. 104 now. Just look at that. Waits for it. Just opens the face. Just look at the fielder there at third man. Through his legs. So what looked like a decent over suddenly has become a costly over. 12 off 4 now. Still 2 more balls to go. And Raviraj gets it in the slot. And this is turning out to be a huge over. 18 of it now. Still 1 more ball to go. That was not really a full delivery, you see. That was a good land delivery, but Raviraj waiting for it and then slapping it over long on. Just look at that. And he made it look so easy. 0 efforts, maximum result. Shivanand bowling round the wicket. Raviraj happy to leave that, and that be at the end of the over. A good one for the Phantoms. 18 runs coming of it. They scored zips past to 110 for 4 after 11 overs. They just needed another 52 in 9. And the first time in this game that the required rate has come under 6. So now suddenly you feel that it's advantage the Phantoms. What the Blasters will be looking at will be a wicket. The only question is who is getting that. And it's Vinod himself who's come into bowl. 3 overs 16 for no wicket. He now just doesn't need to contain run, needs to get a wicket. The Blasters, OIS Blasters need a breakthrough. They desperately need a breakthrough. Oh, and that had that catch stuck would have been a blinder. But their running has been the matter of concern. They just take one there. It's probably Raviraj who's not very comfortable running between the wickets. Just look at that Tenzing off the bottom in edge. Just look at the timing effort. Tidal did get a hand to it which stopped the ball from rolling to the boundary. This time confidently pushed towards covers for a single. Oh, and that one has cut the batter in half, and so did the keeper. But lucky he got a glove on it. And what is it? They get one by, and then another one as Vinod just didn't bend down to hold on to that. And that one is right under the bat. The keeper did manage to stop that. Oh, the bowler looks disappointed. Was there an edge? That is a question. Ball, oh, good ball. Perfect line and length. Just on that fourth stump line, short of good length. Tenzing can just defend it. Only 4 have come of this over. So good over this for the OIS Blasters. Vinod bowling his last over of his spell. He has been economical, no doubt about that. But it's the wickets column where he would have liked to make a mark. That is what the Blasters require at this stage. Straying on the pads, flicked away towards the deep square leg, and they'll just jog for another single. So good spell, good economical spell of Vinod. 4 overs, 19 for no wickets. After 12, the Phantoms are 115 for the loss of 4. That one was in the slot by Arun. Tenzing lofts it straight. And that's how far the ball had gone. Even the camera lost its focus. A huge six. Straight back over the bowler's head. And he follows that six with a boundary. So another quick 10 runs in this over. 12 of 2 already. Another costly over. And this is partnership. Can string down the leg. He just had to get some bat on it. Throws his bat. Gets an edge. Enough for the ball to roll over to the boundary. Brilliantly played. What a partnership this has been. Tenzing and Raviraj. What will be Arun's reply? Confidently worked away off his pads, and now they're just walking across for singles. They know they have the game under control. Under 5 is the required rate. 13 have come off this over. Still 3 more balls to go. They just need another 34 runs with 6 wickets in hand. And for both the teams, it was that 5th wicket partnership which turned the game. Bowls it slower, does Arun. Raviraj happy to just wait for the ball to come on the bat and defend it. That one's in the slot. Raviraj sends it straight back over the bowler's head for a huge 6. What an over this has been. Still last ball to go. But just look at that shot. Full in the slot. Raviraj just opens up his front leg and hits it straight back into the side screen. The batting has been so very good. We haven't really focused on the individual score of these players. Raviraj 37 of 27 and Tenzing 34 of 24. What a partnership. And this one's full outside off. Drives it to covers. There is a fielder there in the deep. So that will be just another single. That's over the bowler's head. And another run in the form of an overthrow. That's been the story of the game for the OIS Blasters. Extras with the ball. Overthrows in the field. "21 runs coming off that over. So a 23 run over, a 21 run over. That is how costly their bowling has been. Arun 3 overs 39 for his 2 wickets. After 13, the Podar Phantoms are 136 for 4. They just needed another 26 runs in their last 7. Amanpreet comes into bowl, starts off with a good one. Outside of the bat, Tenzing lets it go, but the umpire says it's inside the wide line, so a dot to start. 22 more required. Four followed by a dot. So the Phantoms cruising along towards the victory. 22 from 6.3 overs. Required rate under 3.5. This time try to cut. I think their calling has been really good. So even if there's a slight chance and they are not 100% confident, they have not taken the risk of running for it. They are happy to let that opportunity of scoring go. And against the run of play, Amanpreet comes in, Tenzing trying to go across the line, and the ball cartwheels the off stump out of the ground. A really good knock by Tenzing, well appreciated by the opposition as well. "38 runs is what Tenzing scores. And let's look at that replay again. The ball just staying a tad bit low. Him playing across the line. There you see again. You see the ball going under his bat. That bounce is what did him. And he had to walk back. Dishant, the new batsman who makes his way out. Just another 22 required. Is this that wicket which gets the Blasters back into the game? A wicket after a long, long time. The platform was set for the Phantoms, but will this disrupt it all? First ball driven really well past the fielder at cover. And Dishant opens his account with a boundary. There was a fielder there at covers, but it was timed so very well. There was no chance for the fielder there to stop that. Just look at that. Preet loads up, delivers a low full toss. And you see there's a fielder there. It was hit so hard. Ball races away past that fielder. And on this outfield, there's no stopping that. So the required rate comes down to 3 now. Under 20 required. 18 required of the last 6. 5 wickets in hand. After 14, 144 for 5 are the Poddar Phantoms. Jai comes into bowl 17. runs, 2 wickets in his 2 over spell. Started with a double wicket maiden in the first over and then conceded 17 of his next. Smartly played by Raviraj. No need of undue risk. They have a lot of deliveries at their disposal. This time he gets it in the slot, hits it straight. The fielder there can't do much. It's over his head. Beautiful shot by Raviraj. You see, telling him it didn't come out of the middle of the bat, but it's that sheer power. He moves on to 45 of 30 deliveries only. It is that arc of his where he just swats the ball straight. It's more of like a slice, but with power. It seemed telling him it came high off the bat. When you have so much power, doesn't matter. And this time, happy to again defend it. Just 12 required. 2 hits away. The way Raviraj is batting. 33 balls is what they have. This time, waits, cuts it. Square cut towards the fielder in the deep it covers for another single. So 11 more required. Oh, and Dishan trying to go for that square cut, misses it. Just look at that again. You wait for it and then trying to cut. That pace is what undid him. This one's in the slot, trying to go for it. Inside half of the bat. Towards mid wicket for another single. 15 overs, 152 for 5 now are the Podar Phantoms. 10 required from 5 overs with 5 wickets in hand. Amanpreet starts off with a wide. It's been the story of the day. So in single digits is what the Phantoms require. 9 now. Oh, that one stays low. This guy just have a smile on his face. Not much he can do there. Just look at that. Lands perfectly and the ball just dies on him. Good take by the keeper. But will this over be the last? Will they be able to finish it in this over? Is what you would like to ask. 5 deliveries. Dishant gets it on the full, hits it hard. A brilliant effort by the fielder there at long off. Arun there throwing himself. That was hit absolutely hard. What an effort. Stopped a certain boundary, keeps it down just to a single. I think it's moments like these, it's efforts like these which will lift lift the team up. 8 more required. And Raviraj opening the face, not getting a single. Won't mind now. He's played a brilliant knock. 46 of 33 deliveries. He's standing deep in the crease. A low full toss. And that's a huge 6. And 50 comes up for Raviraj with that. 52 of 34 deliveries. And like how the entire game has been, he takes his time, raises his bat to the dressing room, and then will walk back to his crease. That's been the highlight or the hallmark of his batting as well. Just let's talk about this gift. A loopy one, dying on him, reaches for it, sends it out of the park. Just 2 more required now. Make that 1. So scores are level. 160 for 5 are the Poddar Phantoms. Just 1 more required. The highlight of Raviraj's innings has been the poise with which he has batted. And he covers it out. Last ball gets in the slot, sends it over the bowler's head. And what a way to finish. 167 for 5 is what the Poddar Phantoms manage. They chase the target down in 15.5 overs and win the game comfortably with 5 wickets to spare. Raviraj 58 of 35, the man of the moment. The final confirmation, Poddar Phantoms win the game by 5 wickets. A wonderful game of cricket on display. We'll say goodnight for now. We'll be back tomorrow with an exciting lineup. Thank you so much.